Happy Thursday, everyone. Happy Friday's Eve. This is Tabitha with the Travel Crew here with you for another session of Travel Talk Live. I'm so happy that you are tuning in today. As always, if you're here tuning in, please drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know. Say hello. Thank you, everyone, to who's tuning in tonight. Tuning in from the Facebook business page, tuning in from our YouTube channel. And as always, if you're tuning in from our Travel Talk Facebook group, you will need to register so that I can see your name, or just simply say who this is, because it comes up on the screen as Facebook user. So I don't want anybody to think that I'm ignoring them. But how y'all doing? It's Thursday, guys. It's Friday's Eve. We've once again made it through another week. I'm Tabitha Washington, owner and founder of the Travel Crew, where we create phenomenal travel experiences for phenomenal people. And I hope everyone is just doing really good this week. So let me just see. We do have people coming in. Again, thank you so much. And feel free, leave a comment in the section. Tell me hello or whatever. Tell me where you're tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Also, like I said, you can tune in from our Facebook business page, our Travel Talk Facebook group, or our YouTube channel. If you're tuning in from our YouTube channel, please like and subscribe. We're trying to build that fan base. So tonight, what we're going to talk about is upcoming trips, what the Travel Crew has going on, because I know lately we've been pushing out a lot of things, and some people have been curious what's going on and everything. So I know it's a lot of new trips. So I just want to go ahead and just have a little session tonight. As always, if you have a question or a comment and stuff, drop it in the comment section. I want to hear what you got to say. And you may have some questions about the trips that I'm about to talk about. So it's all good. And just so you know, these are for our Travel Crew experiences. Our Travel Crew experiences are our hosted trips. That means the package is already put together. You don't have to do anything but book, pack, and go. We take care of, on the international trips, we do take care of the flight. Some of our Caribbean domestic trips, we don't do the flight, but the hotel, the excursions, the tours, all of that is taken care of. You don't have to come with your own group. You can come solo if you want. It's a great group of people. You may not know them before the trip, but afterwards, you got a new travel buddy. So this is about our Travel Crew experiences, so that you can get an idea of what's going on, see what best fits for you, so you can go ahead and book the trip and come on with the Travel Crew. So, we got a good amount of people tonight. All right, let's see. Hey, Gaynell, good evening to you. And Andrea said, book, pack, and go. That's right. That's the whole purpose of the Travel Crew experience, is to book, pack, and go. All righty. So if anybody, and my computer's over here if you see me looking to the side. If anybody is interested in what we have going on, the best thing to do, that's the URL you need to go to, the travelcrew.com /trips, or is that backslash? I go through this every week. I don't know what it is. Anyway, that right there, that will tell you all the trips that we have going on and that we have coming up. Now, I can tell you, if you go to this page right now, you will see 2 trips that is still listed as coming up, but you can't get on it. You can't go because y'all took too long to book and you lost your spot, because I have been getting people that have asked about 2 trips. One is the Los Cabos trip. Sorry, it's closed. You can't go, but they're heading out. They're kicking off the summer in Los Cabos at the Hard Rock Resort, which is one of the newer resorts in Los Cabos. So that's happening. And then the South Africa trip, sorry, it's sold out. So this is why y'all need to know what's going on. Y'all need to be on the email list and everything, so you could just be ready to roll. Let's see. I got some more comments in this section. Zelly Boo says, hey, love, how y'all doing tonight? Girl, I'm good. Thank you for tuning in. And Rhonda, hey, Tabitha. Hey, girl. Hey, Rhonda. All right, y'all. So we're going to go ahead. Like I said, if you get some questions about what I'm saying, drop them in the comment section. And we've been we'll go ahead and ask that. Well, wait, Zelly Boo has a question. Have I been following the Sandals Resort in the Bahamas? Ooh, I know what you're talking about. So if anybody doesn't know, to answer your question, yes and no. I've been following it. Unfortunately, some of y'all may have heard there was an incident where, unfortunately, two American travelers, excuse me, four, and three passed away. Were found, three were found dead, and one had to be rushed to a hospital at the Sandals Resort. They're not quite sure. I've heard speculation of what it is, but I don't want to spread the wrong thing. But three are did pass away. One, last I heard, was in critical condition. So that's as much as I could tell you about the story right now. I don't want to spread false information, so that I'm gonna stick with that. But I've heard rumors of what they may think it may be. But yeah, that's a good question to know. It is weird. It does make you go, ooh. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and let's see. So let's talk about one of the first trips that I want to talk about is, I hope y'all can see that. That's the ski escape. The ski escape. Now, I have gotten questions about that. I appreciate there's been interest, people are booking. I love it. Here's the thing, and I know I get this question. No, you do not have to know how to ski to go on this trip. And no, you don't even have to ski on this trip if you don't want to. Y'all, I thought of this trip because of something I've always wanted to do. I've always wanted to go out there in the snow. You know, we live in tropical weather, almost hot and humid all the time. Even though, honestly, I was born in Chicago, lived in Tennessee, I don't remember snow as much from being a little kid. So it's just something I wanted to do. I thought it would be a good idea, and other people have had it. So let me tell you what the majority of the people who have booked this trip and have expressed interest have said they wanted to do. Everybody wants to put on their cute clothes. They're not worried about skiing. It's all good. Everybody said they trying to get that bomb outfit and take Instagram worthy pics and post them everywhere. And you know what? It's all good. It's all good. You could just see here this a little digital flyer that we have on the package is starting at $965 per person, $965 per person. You can see, and it's a shorter trip. It's a shorter trip. Just 3 nights in Breckenridge, Colorado. And you know, Breckenridge is a very pretty town. It's popular, you know, it's popular for attracting ski vacations. So all the things that are worked in here. And we're keeping it light. And one of the cool things we have planned is a sleigh ride, a nighttime sleigh ride. So I thought that would be good. But I'm going to show you, I hope the video has, I'm going to show you what kind of sparked that idea. Okay, so most of y'all know who Latoya Luckett is, I'm sure. Used to be in Destiny's Child, did the solo records, been on Greenleaf, you know, she acts, all that stuff. So Latoya Luckett had the Melanin Drip ski trip. And I saw the YouTube video and she went on a sleigh ride. And I was like, I want to do that too. So let me see if I can pull up the video to show you. Okay, so that video didn't have the sleigh ride. There's a longer one. It's almost 10 minutes. I didn't want to play that. But y'all see all them black people, all them black women having fun in the snow. I don't know if you caught it. One of the women was Latoya Johnson also. So that's what I'm trying to do. Have a melanin drip ski trip. You don't have to go skiing. There's snowmobiling options. You can go shopping. Breckenridge is known for its shopping and stuff. But we're gonna have our sleigh ride. We're gonna have our grown folks cocoa, our little cocktail party, all of that. That's what we're trying to have in in Breckenridge. I'm sorry, I'm just putting it in. That's that new IG generation. I agree. And the sleigh ride sounds really cool, doesn't it? Though that's what I'm saying. Just a nice sleigh ride and stuff. So this is what it is. The Breckenridge, Colorado, is happening in January. Our own melanin drip ski trip. Get your crew together. Get your girls together. Guys too. Guys are welcome. I don't want you to think that you can't go on this trip. It's just, there's a man that said he actually really really wanted to go skiing and he was interested, but most of the women that have contacted me, they just looking to have that cute outfit, and it's all good. If that's what you want to do, if you want to put on your cute outfit and everything and just have a little quick getaway, something that you could just say you did something different, it's all good and everything. So let me put back up. Make sure y'all can see that. Technology. Okay, again, it's called the Ski Escape. Just a little summary of it. And let me go ahead and put the web address for you to get that. So you can see it's at travelkrewe.com/ski 2023. That's the URL for that. You can go ahead and book your trip to Breckenridge. So if anybody has comments about that or questions about the ski trip, let me know. And I see more people are tuning in. To those that are tuning in, thank you for joining. It's Tabitha with the Travel Krewe. We're at Travel Talk Live, and we've been talking about our upcoming trips. So we just got finished talking about our Breckenridge, Colorado trip taking place this January. Not this January, January 2023. A 3-night trip in Breckenridge, Colorado. So checking out our own melanin drip ski trip. Go ahead. Any questions or comments, feel free, drop them in the comment section and I will answer them. So we're going to move on to our next trip. Oh. I talked about this a couple of weeks ago, and some of y'all lost your mind, in a good way, lost your mind, because we were hitting bucket list dreams, right? Y'all let me know that this was bucket list dreams, and y'all responded with the bucket list dreams. Oh, y'all already know where we going with this. But bam, there we go. Paris, next May. Are you coming? I'm just letting you know now. After that session that we did, people just hurry up and started booking. Don't get left like you're getting left for South Africa. I don't know why some of y'all play around and take your time. You need to go in. You need to go ahead and fill out your leave slip, get your PTO, or just call on the faith and just book the trip and just know that you're going to get your PTO. See, God don't like me playing. That's why he had me have to take some water. Um, but if money is the reason why you haven't booked yet, know this: we have monthly payment plans. So you pay your deposit and you select that you're doing a monthly payment plan, and then it'll generate an invoice with your monthly payments that are due. And in addition to that, we have auto pay. So you don't even have to worry about it. It's automatically drafted out of your account if that's what you choose. But we do have monthly payment plans available. So don't let that be your reason why you're not going to Paris and hitting up that dream trip. Right? Because it is popular. I can tell you already it's popular. Let me see, look at some of these comments. I'm sorry I can't look at the comments. Let me see. And keep the screen up. Okay. So I will address some of the comments. So with Paris, what we're doing next May, 6 nights. We are losing a day traveling out there. So it looks like it's 7 days, but it is 6 nights. Nice hotel. We're having lunch at the Eiffel Tower. Going to the Louvre, the Palace of Versailles. We have a fashion house tour where we're going to the fashion houses. We're going to be able to do some luxury shopping. I'm trying to remember everything. There's so many things. We're going to do the burlesque and cabaret show. We're going to check out that. So it is a packed itinerary. It's a great itinerary. It is it's bucket list worthy, y'all. And a lot of people went ahead and booked this trip. So this is what you really wanted to do. You need to go ahead and get on it now. Paris. How many people can say, yes, I went to Paris? I know a lot, there are some of y'all out there, but if you haven't gone, this is your opportunity to go. I created the Travel Krewe because sometimes it's not even that you didn't have the money to go or that you didn't think of going. It's just sometimes you need somebody to put it together, or you're looking for people to travel with. Maybe your friends aren't ready to travel like you are. Maybe they want to go somewhere else. Maybe they don't want to try international travel. It's okay, because that's what we have. We developed this so that you have your own little group of friends and stuff. And I've taken care of all the details. You don't even have to worry about anything. You don't know where to hit up. That's fine. I got you taken care of. I got everything all laid out for you. All you got to do, like I said before, is book, pack, and go. So let me go ahead and put, I'm still got ski 23 up. I'm so sorry. Let me go ahead and drop this Paris on you. All right. And that's the web address for Paris, thetravelkrewe.com/Paris 2023. And if anybody has questions about Paris, let me know. So I'm going to go back and catch some comments. Gaynell says, yes, it sounds really nice to watch. I'm going to assume that's from Latoya Luckett's video. And how's the weather in May for Paris? The weather in May for Paris is spring-like. So it is getting warmer. Not as warm as you would have here in New Orleans, and definitely not as humid. I mean, we're in May now. We hit 90 today, so nothing like that. I think you would get lighter spring weather, truer spring weather. In fact, let me look it up. 70s. Something like that, like a 70s. That's why I say truer to spring, not as hot as it would be in New Orleans. Any other questions about Paris? So yeah, that's what we have with Paris. And like I said, that's something, it would be, I tried to hit up all of the highlights that you would just really want to see. Like if you had never been to Paris before, or even if you had, what would you do different? What I'm sorry, I'm looking at my phone to get some more details about Paris because I couldn't not recalling everything I have. It's so much stuff. All right. Yeah, so like I said, the lunch at the iconic Eiffel Tower, I was trying to create something that would be memorable. Like if this was your first time to Paris, what would you want to do? So, lunch at the Eiffel Tower. Not everybody's having lunch at the Eiffel Tower. The Louvre, which is like the world's largest museum. We're going to tour that. That's where the Mona Lisa is. I think is that where the Venus de Milo is? All the, big famous art pieces of art are there at the Louvre. On the Black Paris tour, which I mentioned before, Ricky Stevens, who's from Oakland, California, fulfilled her dream and moved out to Paris, and she has the Black Paris tour. So we're taking that. I told you about the Paris Fashion Houses walking tour. We're going to be in the luxury district for shopping. I know one person told me they're getting their Louis Vuitton while they're there because they said it's one thing to buy a Louis in the States, but it's another thing to buy it in Paris. So that's on their list. I told you about the cabaret show. We're going to take on the Seine River. We're taking a dinner cruise. Just one of the things. And of course, there's free time, like I've said before, to explore. We have an English speaking guide. So not to saying that you shouldn't learn some French terms, but we do have an English speaking guide. And something that else gets asked sometimes is there's always a host on site, a travel crew host. So it's not that you're just going to take this trip and just be thrown off into Paris and say, go ahead, do it on your own. It's always a host there as the liaison helping you through everything. So that's to sum up Paris and stuff. So this is a good one too. That's the URL. Go ahead and book it. Like I said, people have been booking and everything, and you need to go ahead and get on it. Just go ahead and book the trip and you'll be happy. That's all I'm saying. So any questions or comments about Paris, go ahead and throw them in there. So let's see. I see some comments. I'm gonna let me go through here. If you have any medical conditions or disabilities, how is this accommodated for the different tours? So good question. So what we on when you book, there is space on the registration form to fill out the information. Of course, you can always call ahead of time or email ahead of time and express that concern so that you can be told how that will relate. Now, of course, in the United States, you have to follow ADA regulations and stuff. The thing is, that is not the ADA regulations in the United States do not apply overseas. And so you will find that there are some areas that it may not work depending on what your condition is. So this would be a case by case basis. Of course, you could reach out and then we could tell you what accommodations would be made. Like I said, it's different in the United States than when you're dealing with other countries because we regulations just don't travel overseas. I'm not saying it's a good thing, but that's just what it is. So if there is anything you want to discuss, feel free, reach out, and then we can just tell you what I don't want to call it. I don't know, what is it? The activity level. That's it. What the activity level is, the fitness level that you need to be. I don't do hard trips, but as far as like, we're not hiking and, that kind of thing. But there can be a lot of walking, and like Paris is a commuter city. I said that when we talked about Paris. So you need to be comfortable with walking. And I don't know if there are some accessible rooms and everything, but not all of the older tourist spots in Paris. I would have to check because I don't want to say that not everything may be accessible, but it is something that we could look into. So I hope that answered your question. Okay, so let's see. Let me go ahead and get this out the way. I know some of y'all just been dying for this one. Huh. We talked about it last week. I hinted towards it. So let me go ahead. Excuse me. Or maybe I mean, do y'all really? Y'all may not even want to know about this. Y'all probably good with just talking about the ski trip in Paris, and y'all don't really need anything else. I don't know. If y'all want to hear about more trips, let me know. But if not, it's all good. Uh, Somebody said I spoke about upgrading your seat. Just curious, how would that work? I think you're talking about your flight seat, Rhonda. Um, we do have a block of seats for the um, the flights, and if there are upgrades available, usually when I'm alerted that they can be, I'll just notify you guys. But if ahead of time you want to upgrade your seat, or you want to be in a position to upgrade your seat, let me know when you book. You just say, you could reach out, and that way I know it's on my radar when it's available for us to be able to upgrade. I could give you the price. There is an additional cost for upgrading your seat, and by upgrading your seat, moving out of like the main cabin to whether it's business class or first class. So there would be an additional cost. I could relay that cost to you. If you agree to it, then we will go ahead and just add that addition to your invoice. So that's a good question too, because sometimes you want to do it. People, if they're traveling for a long amount of time, they want to upgrade their seat. There's nothing wrong with that. That's a very good question. Zelly says she needs all the smoke. All right. All right. Here. Well, you say you need to make some decisions for 2023. This one is actually 2022. So I'm going to go ahead and do it because y'all have been texting, dropping comments. I've had direct messages, phone calls, everything. Y'all been doing it all. So here we go. I should have had background music. Why I didn't have that? Bam. This the one y'all been waiting on. I know y'all been waiting on because you let me know we're waiting on this trip. The Saints in London. It is, let's see. So it was released last Wednesday that the Saints will be playing the Minnesota Vikings October 3rd of this year. So last Wednesday, that's when the Saints released the schedule. I told you guys to go ahead and get on it. So there were people that went ahead and put their deposit down early. They found out about the trip. And then I told you people, if you weren't going to do that, actually, before that, I even said get on the list if you were interested in hearing about the Saints trip. Guess what? And I also told you they would hear about it first. They got it too. So those people they already know about the trip. They've already started booking the trip. But I told y'all the best thing to do to hear about all this stuff ahead of everybody so you can get in before everybody else does is to get on those lists. And that's what they did. So I'm not going to hurt y'all. I'm going to let you know now because I promised you that it would come out this week. To everyone else who did not do the deposit and who did not get on the Special Saints interest list, the trip to London to see the Saints play drops tomorrow morning. So be ready, get ready to book. Tell your friends, tell your crew, tell everybody we're going to London and stuff. Get your clothes ready, get your QP code, all of that this October. Actually, we leave September, but let me just go ahead and break down what this trip has got. So, one is you're gonna see it's broken down into two packages: the black and gold package. Hello, black and gold. The black package is going to be 4 nights. That's leaving on Wednesday, September 28th. You lose a day going to London, so you will get there on Thursday, the 29th, and then coming back Monday, October 3rd. The gold package is leaving 2 days earlier on Monday, September the 26th. You're still going to leave, depart at the same time, but you get to come in a couple of days earlier. So let me you're gonna get more of the details and stuff when people that already got the head ahead of time, they were loving the trip. So the rest of y'all that Y'all, I don't know why y'all slept on this. All it took was you to put in your email address, y'all. It's not that hard. You got to do this. Anyway, so this package is going to include, it's going to include the flight. The flight from New Orleans is included in this. If you're not from New Orleans and you're interested in the trip, reach out to me and we'll discuss that. But the package was put together for people in New Orleans since this is Saints trip. Of course, we have the hotel is in a good spot by a lot of attractions. And that's what I wanted to do. It is not close to the particular stadium that the Saints will be playing at. And by the way, the Saints are not playing at Wembley, just to let you know, because I think a lot of people thought they would be playing at Wembley Stadium. They're not. Where they're playing is not a lot of attractions and stuff. So I wanted to put you somewhere where you could feel, you can get it, get a feel of London. I mean, it's London. Who ain't going? I mean, don't get me wrong. We love the Saints. We know that black and gold, all of that, who that, everything, we love the Saints and stuff. But who's going to pass up the opportunity not to take in London? It's London. It's another country. You don't want to go to another country and just do the football game unless you're just somebody that's been to London tons of times. But for most people, this may be their first opportunity to go to London. So I wanted to make sure that y'all were going to be able to live it up. So these are just some of the things that we're going to do. Let's see. We're going to get a private London city tour, and this is both packages. I will say the gold package, y'all getting a little bit more. So I'm just reading off some of the things. The London city tour. I really am looking forward to this one. I got us dinner on a double-decker bus. I just thought that would be a unique way. So it's got a glass dome so we can see out and see all of London. So that would be cool. Visit Westminster Abbey. Of course, everybody wants to see the changing of the guard. I mean, that's something that you think about. You got the London Eye. The London Eye is like that carousel thing you see a lot of times. We're going to check that out. Other things that pop up, and of course, it really does depend on which package that you pick. As far as if you're going to do everything. Tower of London, seeing the historic crown jewels. Harrods. I don't know if you know, Harrods is iconic for shopping. So we're going to have some time for there. See Windsor Castle. Now, look, last week, was it last week? Yeah. Last week, a couple of y'all were on here clowning, talking about y'all wanted to make sure I gave y'all tea with the queen. And I told y'all that wasn't possible. And y'all said, we going to drink tea with the queen. Okay. So I couldn't get you tea with the queen, but let me tell you what I do have. I have a champagne afternoon tea at William and Kate's place. On the grounds of their, it's called a Kensington Palace. So on their grounds, we're having afternoon tea there. So I didn't get you with the Queen of England, but I got you with the future king. So, hopefully that'll do something for you. So we're going to have, because, I mean, it's London. We got to have tea, right? We got to have tea. So this trip, and don't worry, it's not going to just be packed with London stuff. There is time. Also, I have transportation to the game on Sunday, October 2nd. So that's worked in there. Of course, we don't have tickets now, but that's because tickets have not been released to the public. If you are a season ticket holder with the Saints season ticket holder, I don't know how the process works. I just know that this month, May, you were supposed to be, they're going to have tickets allocated. I don't know how they're distributing them to season ticket holders. I don't know if everybody has a chance or if it's a lottery. I don't know anything about that. But general seats become available in June. At that point, then, excuse me, I would make that information known to the group. But we still have it reserved and booked, whether you're a season ticket holder or you get your ticket through general public, those sales, we have transportation, round trip transportation to the game. So that's covered. There's free time, so you can either go do the NFL events, because there will be some events going on in London leading up to the game, or you can go explore London, whatever we haven't covered in the tours. You want to do some free time. I know somebody reached out to me yesterday making sure they had time to go to Paris. I mentioned before when we were talking about it, there are day tours to Paris. If you didn't know, you could catch a train to Paris from London, and there are day tours to set up. Of course, I'll give you a list. I like to give my clients a list of activities that they can do or tours they can book that goes outside of what we have on our itinerary, just so you know, because I realize there are some things that you may want to do that I don't have on there. I mean, you may want to do the Harry Potter tour. I don't know. They have platform 9 3/4. You could check that out. There's different things that you could check out. Brixton, that's the black area. I heard they got some good Caribbean food. We may have to check that out. There's supposed to be a real dope underground hip hop scene. You know, there's just so many things. So you do have free time to work that into your schedule. So I want you to know that. So it's gonna be a combination of supporting the black and gold, going out there seeing the Saints, and also getting the best of London. And I want to add this. You are not obligated to go to the game if you don't want to. If you want to, I had somebody else said they were really considering they would go on this trip, but they may just go to a pub and watch the game from there. And you know what? It's all good. That's cool. Do you? Do you, boo? You do what's best for you. If you don't want to go to the game that day and you want to go somewhere and watch it, then that's what you got to do. It's all good. You know, this trip, like I said, I leave room to make it work what's best for you. The itinerary is there, is packed full of all kind of things. But if you decide I'm going to miss this and I'm going to go do this instead, that's what you chose to do, and it's all good. So let me see. All right. Girl, I ain't wrong. I'll let you know what it is. Let's see. Facebook user said, "What? Yes, sounds awesome. I have to. Oh, you got to get your act together. I don't know who you are, but thank you. I'm assuming you writing in from the group. Like I said, either register your name or just let me know. But yes, get it together and come on this trip, girl. You about to be my new travel buddy, y'all." Zelly Boo said, "For all the single ladies, there's some fine black African men in London." I mean, I'm just saying, you know, we might have to check that out. Anyway. That's a good tip. That's a good tip. Um, let's see. I am showing the trip, but I didn't even, yeah. So there is nothing left to I was about to show you the setup on the list to get on the list, but there is no more list to sign up for. Everybody that was on the list has received the link to the trip. There were, like I said, there were already people that reserved their spot with the deposit. So some of the spaces are gone. So that's just something you have to consider. Um, but to those, if you didn't get the email already, if you weren't on the list and you hadn't paid the deposit, tomorrow morning is when the trip drops. So people have been expressing interest. I've even had some other agents that have reached out to me that they weren't putting the trip together, but would they mind if they could refer some people to me for this trip? And you know, that's fine. So I'm just letting you know there's a lot of interest in this. So go ahead and get on it. Like I said, this is not just Saints. This ain't a bus trip, y'all. This is not the bus trip to Atlanta to go watch the Saints battle the Falcons, or where else they do bus trips. Let's see. Tampa, that's a popular one. It's not that. This is not a bus trip. This is an international trip to another continent, to another country, to go watch a game. Do you know how iconic that is? To sit up there and say, yes, I went to London to go see the Saints play. Come on, y'all. Y'all got to get on this. You can't let that one pass. So let's see what other questions. I'm going to go ahead and. All right. Are the room prices set up for double occupancy for all trips? So the trips I always have double and single occupancy. So it's either or. That's how they're priced. Double occupancy is 2 persons per room, and single is for 1 person per room. So I always give the 2 options for occupancy. Let's see. Just a few questions from the 10 people that are interested in going. Are there any game day activities, any parties? So, not planned by the travel crew. The reason why I don't have anything planned for the game day is because I know the NFL is putting on activities. And so I didn't want to conflict with that just because they're going to have some. So you will find I do have on the itinerary that Saturday, the day before, I left that blank just in case you decided I want to go do the NFL stuff. That free time is there. Also, the hotel is close to one of the metro stops. What do they call it in London? I don't know, the train, the subway. I know we don't have it here in New Orleans, but it's close to that. So you'll be able to do transportation pretty easily. Of course, you can always Uber or catch a cab, but I'm just saying if you want to catch a train to anywhere, that is our hotel is close to that. Like I said, I try to make sure our hotel was in the mix of everything to make it convenient. But no, we personally, I don't have a party for that particular day. So it's not to take away from what the Saints or the NFL may be putting on. I didn't want to take away from that. Now for us, when we get there, yeah, we can, we're gonna hang, we're gonna have activities, we're gonna go do our thing and stuff. Some is planned, some is just, an impromptu thing. But yes, of course, we hanging. We hanging when we get there. And y'all see that? Y'all see Gaynell said 10 people? I'm just saying, if she gets her 10 people booked, that's a whole bunch of spots that are gone. All right, Gaynell, I'm glad I was able to answer your question. Anybody else have questions about the Saints trip? No? Okay. So like I said, to those that didn't get on the list, the trip is released tomorrow morning. So let me see. I skipped a question on purpose. I'm going to backtrack and get to it. And there's a reason why. So we talked about the ski escape. Breckenridge, Colorado was already released. Paris was released. The Saints are getting released tomorrow. And somebody mentioned one that's on the horizon. And now I'm passing it by. Here we go. Tasha. Tasha said, St. Lucia, here I come. She clearly goes to the website. That's what's coming up next, y'all. We're going to do an all-inclusive resort to St. Lucia. We're working on it. So when it drops, of course, you'll know. Of course, we'll put out that wait list first so you can be the first to find out about it. But it is going to be all-inclusive. Now, to those that don't know what all-inclusive is or at least that's the plan. I feel bad if I change it from all-inclusive and then y'all call me out like, you said it was all-inclusive. All-inclusive means everything is worked into that. That means your food and your drinks. And by drinks, I mean your alcoholic drinks as well. I say it's kind of like a cruise on land, except with cruises, you have to pay for the alcohol package. With all-inclusive, it's all worked in there. Like my people going to Los Cabos, Memorial Day weekend to the Hard Rock, everything's in there. Their food and the drinks. So think of that. You pay, it's like a one and done thing. All you really now is just bringing money for shopping. Oh, and also your tips and gratuity. They're working there. Of course, you could tip some extra, but that kind of thing. But that's what we're looking for. So nice, relaxing, chill atmosphere with a bunch of people. So that's what's on the horizon. And let's see, I got more people commenting. Ooh, let me backtrack. Okay, somebody said they have a question about the cost and all. For some reason, my comment box is gone, and this is Toinette. So the cost, if you go to each page, the cost is on there, the pricing is on there. Of course, the Saints isn't released yet, but it will be on there tomorrow. You'll be able to get to the page. So each trip on the page, when you get there is a pricing that gives you the single and double occupancy. It also gives you the full The full package is with flight and then the land only, which was with the out flight, except for the Saints. You will not see a land only. You'll have to call in for that one. And that's just basically because pretty much um, I assume most people would be coming from New Orleans. But I know there's Saints fans elsewhere. I know they got a whole bunch in Houston too. And if you have another question about the price, you can always email or call, and that's what you need. But every trip page, the price is on there. Andrea says she loves St. Lucia. Sorry for having so many questions, but travel excites me. It is no problem asking the questions. Trust me, you asking questions people wish they could ask. So it's all good. Travel excites me too. I'm glad that you get excited. I get excited about travel. I get excited, y'all. I get excited planning the travel. When I'm like doing the itineraries and stuff, I just like I get excited putting it together, and then I get excited for y'all that I hope that you guys like the itinerary also. So I get excited for travel too. It's the business side of it that I'm like, huh. Anybody that owns a business knows what I'm talking about. You got to deal with so much business stuff till you get back to what you really want to do. So no apologies needed. And you game for St. Lucia. Come on. Tasha says she's ready. Who are my go-to airlines when booking trips? It really varies, honestly and truly. It varies on the location. Who I like to do best service, best price, most direct flight. So it really depends on where you're going. And considering the fact that most of the flights depart from here in New Orleans and we're not a major hub. So that's something to factor into. So I can't say I used to think I was going to lean one way, but COVID kind of changed a lot of that too, where I may not have as favorite of an airline as I used to. Gaynell says she can feel my excitement and that excites me. I'm glad you can feel it. I'm glad it conveys through the screen. Because sometimes you think like things aren't coming out through the screen. But yes, so back to Tasha who said St. Lucia. Yes, St. Lucia, here we come. And I saw another one that I had passed, but I was trying not to answer it until we got there. Have I done a trip equal to the Mediterranean cruise to the Greek islands? That's one of my dream vacays. No, I haven't. Uh, Greece is something that people have asked for. They really have, but I have not done Greece. But thank you for saying that. We can always put that on the to-do list. So you would prefer, just out of curiosity, a cruise as opposed to a land trip? I have heard that Mediterranean cruise is pretty dope. I'm assuming you're talking about the one that I think it departs from Spain or either it ends in Spain. I've heard people say that one was a pretty good trip, but that just might spark me to look into it a little more. And I welcome suggestions if you telling me what has really been a dream trip of yours. It's the best way. Okay, so we covered that. I'll go ahead. You know what? We're gonna should I tell you where we're gonna go after St. Lucia? Or should I keep it to myself? Let's see. I don't know. Should I be mean? I don't want to be mean. I like y'all. Okay, so this isn't up yet, but I guess if I go ahead and say it, I'll speak it into existence. So we've so far we talked about Breckenridge, we talked about Paris for 2023. We're doing St. Lucia. The Saints, as you know, is 2022. So some of y'all, when I went somewhere at the end of last year, y'all made sure that you said clearly, I hope you doing this because this is what you planning for us. I hope you're there at this destination because you're trying to get a trip together for us. And yes, of course, that's why I was doing it. So if anybody doesn't know, I was in a particular location in November, scoping out hotels and everything, getting some things together. So I'm not going to say exactly uh, when it will be released because I don't want to put y'all through, have y'all going through fits of emotion. Plus, y'all will never let me have any moment's peace if I tell you. But what I'm thinking we could do, why don't we ring in the new year of 2024 in Dubai? I need some comments on this one. So that's what's on the horizon. So St. Lucia is on the horizon, and New Year's Eve in Dubai is the other thing. So y'all, Dubai is amazing. It's just one of them places that you have to see in your lifetime. You just have to go out there. So that's what else is on the horizon. So y'all killing me. Tasha said, hell yes. Andrea said, popping bottles for NYE in Dubai, right? So y'all just go ahead and get your little travel savings account. Yes, that's what I'm talking about, y'all. So get your travel savings account, just start putting your funds together. Those that got that big return from the tax, just go ahead and put it somewhere, let it collect some interest and stuff, because that's what we have coming out, y'all. If anything has taught us in the past couple of years is that life, we have no control what's going on in life, and we just need to go ahead and live it out to the fullest. There's so much of the world out there to see, and we need to see it. The other people have been doing it. Why can't we? Why, let's not put limits on our life and what we can see and what we can explore and stuff, and let's just go explore together. So I want to live it up. I want to do this is something. So Andrea said advance deposits for Dubai. Let me get some stuff in place before I do that. But oh, I still got the Paris address up here. I'm so sorry. Let's go ahead and start thinking that because I just want to keep us going somewhere, keep going traveling. I think y'all would love Dubai. I'm loving the comments. I feel like I passed up a question. I'm just taking my time, and feel free, put questions and comments in here. Tasha says she's here for the Greece trip too. I'm not sure, but I know I would need a flight out of a particular state to get on a cruise in the docks for 3 days on one island. Yeah, I'm not sure the islands either, but I have heard about it. I know some people that went and they said it was amazing. So that is something to consider. Tasha said, I'm here for Dubai too. I'm ready to go. You ready to go? And she's running to get her bank account up. I love it. I love it. I love it. So y'all, I didn't even realize we had been on this long. See, time, I do get excited about travel because I've been talking all this time. I didn't even realize I've been talking this long all about travel. So I'm not trying to hold y'all on Friday's Eve. I don't see any more questions. Oh, wait, one more. Tasha, have I ever thought about a trip to Fiji? No, I haven't, but I will. Yeah, go ahead and put in your suggestions, y'all. Everybody has bucket list dreams, and I know I have mine, but where I want to go may not be where you want to go, and that's all good. I do listen to people, and I see where the demand is coming from and what people have really said they wanted to do. I try to listen, but not everybody's dream can get met. I mean, I just don't want you getting mad if you be like, my trip hasn't come up yet. It doesn't mean that we're not planning it, but yeah. So that's what we have going on now. I told you. And Tasha said Tahiti. So we got two Tashas on here, Latasha and Tasha. So I got to do Fiji and Tahiti, a Mediterranean cruise, in Greece. Y'all just got it all planned out. Okay. So if y'all don't see me out anywhere, y'all know why. Because everybody got me planning trips. Not that I have a problem with it. I love it. Like I said, I get excited doing the itineraries. All right, y'all. So again, I hope this has helped you. I hope you're just as excited to try travel like I am. Like I said, Cheryl Taylor, any dates for the trip to St. Lucia? No, actually, I don't. I don't. It will be after May. That's the most I can tell you right now. Probably, I don't want to commit to next summer. Let's just say next summer. We'll just go with that. I think that's a better thing to say. We'll go with next summer, Cheryl. And as it gets closer, I will give clearer dates about when it'll be. But that's a good question. Thank you. You shared my YouTube page and Facebook page with the friends and family. Thanks for sharing your beautiful spirit, traveling knowledge, professionalism, and excitement. Thank you. I appreciate that. I do. I feel that. Thank you. Thank you so much. And thank you for tuning in. You've been a blast. I appreciate you. And you're welcome, Cheryl. But like I said, next summer. I try not to I don't want to ever give you a date and then I have to change it because they're like Paris actually was supposed to be a different time and I had to change it. So that's why I try not to until I can really get it defined, like what I have booked and secured. I try not to do that. So my plan in my head is next summer, but that's probably the most I can give you for right now. But if you get on the email list, that's when you find out the most stuff. You'll see. And you know what? I'm pushing the email list and I didn't even give you the link to get on it. All right. That's what you need. Travelkrewe.com/join crew, KREWE. This way, when you get on the email list, this is the best way. So you don't have to keep running to the website. You don't have to keep searching on social media because, when you do social media, it doesn't mean you're going to see every post that comes up. So this is the best way that it's going to be in your inbox where you get trips announced and stuff and all of that. That's pretty much the best way to always hear something. So like I said, go ahead, take a look at our trips page. So you can take a look at our trips. I also gave you the URLs for each one of our trips. The Saints trip drops tomorrow morning to the general public. So be ready. And get ready to do this because we're gonna have some fun. We're gonna have some fun in London. Oh, Tasha. It's New Year's Eve 2023 leading into New Year's 2024. I know it's also crazy when you talk about New Year's. So yeah, the end of 2023 leading into 2024. That's what I'm shooting for. All righty. Anything else? Thank you, girl. Zelly said, "Get my likes on YouTube." Y'all go ahead and like and subscribe to my YouTube page. It's the Travel Krewe. You can search for it. So please do. I'm looking for the support and everything. So again, thank y'all so much for tuning in. I appreciate y'all. People join from the Facebook business page, the Facebook group, and as you've heard, my YouTube page. And YouTube is good because that's a way to catch anything that you miss. I've had some people that actually email me and they'll be like, "Oh, I missed this and I heard you talked about such and such." YouTube page. It's all sitting right there on the YouTube page. And we're going to start putting some more stuff like some hotel reviews, room reviews and stuff like that. It's a developing page, but for right now, everything that we do on Thursdays, these lives, they're on the YouTube page. So it's good things to see. With the tips, we had the insurance concierge, things like that. So we're trying to build that page up. So thank y'all so much. I'm going to see y'all next week. Y'all have a good weekend. Be safe out there. Stay safe. Wear sunscreen because we burn too. We don't be messing up your skin. Melanin needs protection as well. So y'all have a great night and I appreciate you. Bye.